Transmediale is a festival that has twofold purpose. One is the exploration by artists of new media, and the other is the social cultural reflection on where this media is taking us as a society. I think today, in a way, we have maybe reached the limits of the network imaginary as a kind of social technical model of the world, and that we need a more expanded vision on what a network world can be. So we're here where Feel My Metaverse is installed and it's going to be also performed. And I'm thinking about the work, of course, in the context of this year's Transmediale Festival, where we're exploring, let's say, the limits of networks.
So as a sort of collective practice, our sort of central sort of methodology is world building, and within that you have multiple narratives operating at the same time. You can also have multiple people working on that story, multiple elements existing in that space. And I think in this creation of this work, we really took that and speculate how they would operate. How does it exist to exist in these multiple spaces?
The story in this work also has to do with climate change.
Yes.
Although it's not immediately obvious because it's this bright and colorful world, but there is maybe a darker reality behind. Do you think that this type of world building is something that can help us then connect to the non-human in a new way?
We need to think beyond ourselves. And I think it's really important when we're speculating on futures and thinking about the potentials of technology could do. You can't not discuss those things without discussing climate change, because that is an impending future.
If we think about how networks come together, they're actually never only technical or only physical or only social. They're all these things, right? With this work and with the work of Kaken, do you really even see these boundaries anymore of offline, online?
Yeah, we definitely don't see it as separate. We don't try to not think about the digital and the real as a separated thing. We think they influence and connect with each other, and you can go further along with that. And that's why we created this film where you live in different bodies. You have your real human body, but then you have a virtual body that's malleable. How things are moving in the future with the sort of increase in virtual and augmented reality. We're going to see that combining or operating at the same time more clearly integrated. What has been amazing about digital technologies and networks is we practice as an art collective. There's 3 of us who sort of co-founded it. However, there's people always coming in and out to help kind of grow this sort of our entity, I guess. And a lot of our development of our practice has been meeting new collaborators, has been through online experiences. It's amazing how you can just connect with someone and you've never met them. And that is completely possible through the networks that are there.
We think about more on the general level of what networks and technology kind of does to society. What you're describing is also, for me anyway, networks as actually organization in itself. We need to be more attentive to also how these networks are not simply tools. They are like forms of organization that brings us together in new ways. I'm very glad for having this conversation. Thank you.
Yes, me too. Thank you.
Hyundai Motor, connecting art and technology.